Hi everybody, this is Brian with Cheryl Style, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make our kale and quinoa patties. So I have 2.5 cups of cooked quinoa. I also have half a cup of chopped chives, half of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 3 large eggs beaten, and a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so we're just going to sweat some onions and garlic in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We have a hot skillet. So we've been going about 3 or 4 minutes now over a moderate heat, and our onions are starting to become glossy and translucent, so we're going to add in 4 cups of chopped kale that has been deveined and chopped. And we just want to move this around in the heat. Once all of your kale has achieved this bright glossy green color, you can remove it from the heat. Okay, so we've got our onions, garlic, and our kale sauteed lightly, and it's allowed to cool for just a second before we add it in to the mixture. The reason we're allowing it to cool for just a moment is so that we don't cook those eggs that we've got in the mixture. Stir that through really quickly, and then add your 1/2 cup of gluten-free breadcrumbs. We'll take about 1/2 cup per patty, form the patties. Now if you're having trouble getting your patties to stick together, you may just wait for just a few minutes for those breadcrumbs to absorb a little bit of the moisture, and you'll find that they will bind together just a little bit better. Otherwise, if you're still having trouble, add another egg. Okay, so we're ready to fry our kale and quinoa patties. I've got just covered the bottom of the skillet with a little bit of oil. You could use any oil you want since we're cooking on such a moderate heat that we're not going to approach the smoke point of your oil. You'll notice that when the oil starts to make the shimmering effect in the pan, you'll know that your oil's hot enough for you to add your kale and quinoa patties. Just give them a little press and drop them into the pan. Sometimes if you have a little bit of trouble with them holding together, it can also be because you've chopped your kale just a little bit too coarsely, and the little quinoa doesn't have anything to grab onto except a kale leaf, and they don't want to attach to this. But so we'll just allow these to fry on each side just until they're golden. These are also fantastic if you would like to bake them. Just spray a baking sheet with nonstick cooking spray and pop them in a 400-degree oven. I usually spritz the top of mine with a little bit more of the cooking spray, just so that they'll brown up nicely in the oven. If the patties want to kind of come apart on you just a little bit, just form them back together with your spatula, no problem. When they're finished cooking, we'll just remove them to a paper towel lined plate to drain. And that's our kale and quinoa patties. And that's all there is to it. For more recipes, go to cherylstyle.com.